Welcome back to the Teacup Trail. We are in episode 10. Almost there. I'm really trying to get all these episodes out of the way before 2024. I just want to say thank you for those who are still watching up to this point. I know some of you already left, especially if you already watched the entire season. I totally understand. Once again, thank you for listening in, and hopefully I get all these episodes out before 2024. About next year though, just a random thought, maybe I'm gonna ask an early preview, I guess, to see how many of you would be interested. Have any of you watched the season 2 finale of The Gilded Age on HBO Max? I'm really excited, and hopefully this show have a season 3. I think I'm gonna wait it out and see if we hear any good updates on the show, but I would love to talk about season 1 and 2 of The Gilded Age. So if you are a fan, or if you are interested to learn about the show as I do the review, let me know. It's a time period piece. It's kind of like Downton Abbey, but in a different time period. Other than that, I am open to doing 2 shows next year, depending on my schedule, maybe in the second half of 2024. I know there's a really good amount of positive reviews about the show The Way Home. Apparently it's on Hallmark Channel, if I heard it right. So I might check it out. I might film my live reaction of the first episode of that show. And I think we are in a good position because now we're just waiting for season 2, right, of that show. So it's not too much for me to film as of now. So that's my early question, early preview of 2024. I might be leaning toward The Gilded Age and The Way Home, even though The Way Home is not really truly a time period piece. Actually, I don't really know much about the show, but I would definitely check it out. The third option that I was gonna go for was time period piece, of course, is Bridgerton. I don't know how many of you watched that show on Netflix. I think that would be my third option. So that's the early preview of 2024. I'm really excited to do something new. New show, fresh content, fresh characters and stories, and just a new beginning. I definitely will be on a different trail. I think every show I have like a unique trail name, and I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, we should get started on episode 10.
Losing Jack was the hardest thing I ever went through, and the thought of losing someone else in the line of duty, one who means so much to me, has rekindled old fears I'd put away. It feels like we have a shadow over us for so many reasons. Things that seemed important yesterday pale in comparison to what is now at stake.
Already, the classic Elizabeth journal moment, that was pretty quick, but what she said though was straight to the point and basically summed up what she is feeling right now. I'm like, oh boy, here we go again. This is sneaky. I'm like, I like, from a writing perspective, like, I think it's just sneaky how they slide Nathan into the picture of Lucas and Elizabeth. Pretty sneaky, pretty creative, but in a sneaky way. Yeah, it's not good because we thought that Lucas and Elizabeth are happy together, and they were happy, and they are supposed to be happy together, and they are supposed to be happy together into the future as a married couple. But now that's not looking hopeful. And now Nathan is playing a role in that future picture of Elizabeth happiness, like, okay, it's not only Lucas and Elizabeth in the picture, now Nathan is in the picture, and basically that's a love triangle once again. I do appreciate her honesty though. I mean, I mean, that's a lot, and that takes a lot of gut to express that and to write that out loud in a journal, expressing your mind, even though it sucks what she is writing about. But other than that, yeah, this is just messed up.
I think we should appeal to the governor.
What, and tell him about Union City Holdings?
Explain the scheme to steal the water. The scheme requires Union City buying the water, and as governor, he can veto that contract.
That's great, Lucas.
Yeah, it's worth a try.
We can appeal to his sense of fairness about doing what's right for the people of Hope Valley. I spoke with Edwin Mitchell.
Edwin?
Turns out Edwin is the governor's advance man. And as luck would have it, the governor and his team would like a meeting with me to discuss my future.
Your future?
It simply gives me an opening with Balfour.
Which is exactly what we need. If we can get the governor alone, I'm sure you can convince him.
So you just need to find a way to get him alone.
What about a tour? You could show him the sights, our famous hot springs, and then pull the governor aside.
I can show him what's happening in real life, how the water levels are dropping.
The water levels are dropping? Since when?
They're stealing it already.
So we'd better hurry.
Sorry I'm late. Turns out I've been assigned to the governor's personal security detail. Kind of like a one-man honor guard thing. Anyways, what did I miss?
We are going to appeal to the governor. I'll fill you in later.
Nathan, having you by the governor's side is perfect. We need to surround him with trusted messengers of truth.
Actually, Rosie's right. You are the perfect messenger
Of truth.
of truth.
And I hear you're getting a medal at the ball tonight.
Oh, you are? For rescuing the hostage?
You deserve it, my friend. You're a hero.
Well, you're the one saving the town.
Just doing what I can. But I need all the help I can get.
You got me.
Unfortunately, Elizabeth and I already have a long list of items for tonight.
Well, I'm game.
Great. Wish us luck.
Godspeed.
My first thought, no, actually the top two, well, I guess, yeah, the top two things I want to say about this scene was, first off, I think this one caught my attention when Lucas mentioned to Nathan, "You deserve it, my friend," and I'm like, Lucas, you have no idea what's going on behind your back between Nathan and Elizabeth. I don't know how Lucas will handle Nathan and Elizabeth being together as a couple, unless Lucas moves away or he has like a lesser appearance in the show, in the episodes, which actually will suck because I love Chris. Chris plays Lucas so beautifully, and seeing less of Lucas in season 11, I mean, that's gonna break a lot of Hearties' hearts. But yeah, I was just like, that would suck if Nathan and Elizabeth end up together, and Lucas and Nathan new friendship might get backtracked. It's kind of like, they're not best friends, but they're like good friends, you know, just like on a good level, on a good path. Like, they progressing really smoothly in their relationship, in their friendship, ever since like season 7. Like, if you compare them like way back in season 7 and now, like, they are on better terms. But now, with Nathan and Elizabeth, and Nathan knows it too, like, he's been giving those googly eyes to Elizabeth, and they've been having those personal moments, and like, if I were Nathan, I'm like, duh, like, she's engaged and you're doing it behind Lucas' back, you know? But some guys, they don't care. Anyway, so this is just messed up, and yeah, just like when Lucas said, you know, my friend, I'm like, he is not your friend, because there's something going on between Nathan and Elizabeth. The second thing that I want to mention that actually caught my attention in this scene was the governor, the future of Lucas working for the governor. I thought that was like totally random. Like, I would understand if the storyline would be like, oh, I'm gonna try to get a meeting with the governor and see, you know, what he thinks of the water and the situation, right? And then if the meeting happens and then the governor like randomly asks Lucas, hey, do you want to work for me? Like, be on my team? Then it would make more sense, you know? I felt like it was a little bit of a rush when Lucas told Elizabeth and the others in this meeting, like, oh, my future with the governor, and Elizabeth like, well, what? That can also conflict the future of Elizabeth and Lucas, and that could postpone the wedding, so yeah, that's another red flag for me, in my opinion.
Elizabeth,
Bill, is everything okay?
I just got off the phone with the land office in Union City. They have no record of my land being sold to Madeline St. John.
But you called the land office?
I saw her sign the deed. Why wouldn't she have it recorded? Where is she?
She's in Buxton.
Well, how do you know?
The book I showed you, the one Jamie sent to me, I didn't notice it at first, but there's a return address.
Buxton Inn and Public House. I have to find them.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Well, this means that Madeline is still holding on to the deed to my
I
land.
meant for you.
I need to find out the truth about everything. Then she can make whatever choice she wants.
There were a lot of talks on social media, online, about not only Elizabeth and Nathan, character, like how they change in season 10, but also the other characters. There were a lot of mention about Bill, and right now I don't see it just yet. I guess what I'm trying to do is understand Bill, like where he is coming from. He connected with Madeline like really well. Like he really fell for her in the beginning of this season. I don't blame him. Like, hey, why not? You see this pretty woman and you're interested in her and you connecting well with her until that situation came to light. It hurts. Like I feel for him. Like connecting and getting to know Madeline led to this situation right now. It's not a pretty picture to be in. Elizabeth, I understand where she is coming from. Like if you go to Madeline and Jamie and Bernard finds out and go after you and after them and hurt them, like that wouldn't be good. But I think what Bill's trying to do is to get justice for his land, find out about his deed of his land, and to get closure, personal, emotional closure from Madeline. And I think it would be a good chance for him to hear her side of the story, hopefully, if it works out. And also to possibly reconnect and see if she will come back to Hope Valley with Jamie once it is safe for them to do so, or if she wants to be done with Bill for good. I think Madeline fell for Bill. I think they had that connection, but I think that changed a lot ever since Bernard got involved and slide into Hope Valley.
Oh, so sorry. Congratulations on your medal.
Oh, that's nothing.
Didn't sound like nothing.
Really, Elizabeth, it's not a big deal.
I think Lucas has a good plan.
Yeah, if anybody's gonna pull it off, it's him. Looks like all those years of playing poker are finally gonna pay off.
Good luck today.
Well, hopefully we won't need it.
Still. Be safe.
When Nathan mentioned about poker, I recall the earlier season of Nathan versus Lucas and how Nathan didn't trust Lucas at all, right? Like, I love the journey of Lucas and Nathan's friendship, and now it's gonna get ruined. Anyway, Elizabeth, when she said be safe, I'm like, red flag. Like it alerted Nathan. He's kind of like got intrigued. I think because she's like, I think she doesn't say that often to him, but the way she said it, and with her facial expression, her tone, it definitely intrigued him. And he's just like, okay, why is she freaking out? Usually, she say be safe. Like best of luck, and just be straightforward, be done with it. But the way she said it the time around, it holds a deeper emotion, deeper meaning, and I'm like, oh boy, like this is not good.
How are we supposed to put on a black tie gala ball pretending that the town isn't facing ruin?
If only we had an actress who could chair the gala committee.
Point taken. Good morning. Isn't it just a splendid day today?
Right, no need to overdo it.
Elizabeth! Oh, there is a package for you from Hamilton, and the box is...
Is it a dress box?
Yes.
It's your wedding dress, finally. Why aren't you excited?
I am. It's just with everything going on, the wedding feels
Elizabeth, this is exactly the distraction we need.
Oh boy. Elizabeth, I bet she is thinking about Nathan, especially with that look on her face. Rosemary, there was some talks about her, like, about the changes in Rosemary. Like, for now, like, Rosemary's still supporting Lucas and Elizabeth, but I'm sure I will see, you know, what's gonna happen in the rest of this episode in 11 and 12. But yeah, Elizabeth just not in a good mood. Like, I know it's this governor in the ball and Bernard, like, it's causing so much stress for the town. And I totally understand Elizabeth, but on the other hand, like, she is hiding from everyone else about her potential feelings for Nathan. So that's why she's just not in a great mood, like, for the past, 5 episodes. Even though Hope Valley is stressed out about the governor visit and Bernard situation, like, if you're getting married, like, you should have, like, at least an ounce of happiness and smiling and beaming with excitement, you know, especially with the wedding dress. Like, you should be excited when your wedding dress is ready and ready for you to try it on. Yeah, it doesn't look good for Lucas and Elizabeth.
Shall we have a look?
Oh, as matron of honor, I have to make that a firm no.
Oh,
sorry. I suppose I defer to Rosemary on this.
you can't blame me for trying. Is there something happening? Everyone seems a bit glum today.
Oh, no, we were just...
Doing some final planning for the ball tonight.
Oh, right. The ball.
You'll be there, right? You and Ned?
Yes, of course. I don't know what to wear. Nothing I have feels fancy enough.
You leave that with us. We'll get back to you.
Oh. All right.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Not only am I thinking it, I'm doing an inventory in my mind of all my ball gowns, trying to decide which one is best for our dear Florence. Oh, let's go. We have to make sure Lucas doesn't see us. It's very bad luck for the groom to see the dress before the wedding.
I believe that only applies when the bride is in the dress.
Wonders of that.
It's in a box.
You can never be too careful.
Is that what I think it is?
Oh, let's see. You'll have to wait, I'm afraid.
Sorry.
Oh, just a little peek? Oh, wish we could, but we can't.
Gotta run.
Are you looking for Lucas? He's right over there. Hey, Lucas!
No.
I was wondering if they put, like, a couple of heavy rocks in that box. I don't know, I feel like there's nothing inside that box and they try to pretend like it's heavy. Random thought. But Florence's dress situation for the ball, it reminded me back, oh my goodness, when we used to have Jesse and Clara in Hope Valley, and way back when they used to have that dressmaker shop. I was like, oh, I wish they kept that. And Rosemary with her fashion, like, of course she's gonna help Florence with that, and Elizabeth as well. But I'm really intrigued, very interested to see what Elizabeth's dress would have been like. I don't know if they ever show it this season, but don't spoil it for me. But I'm curious though. Like, I want to know like what kind of dress that Elizabeth would have worn for her wedding to look good. Like right now, there's like 1.5% chance that Lucas and Elizabeth are still happening, but so far it doesn't look good for them, unfortunately. Lucas being adorable. That was funny though. But at the same time, like I feel a bit annoyed. Like everyone wants to see a peek of the wedding dress, and I'm like, just like hold on to your invitation and wait for the wedding ceremony.
Oh, yes, our tour. Splendid idea, Mr. Bouchard. I want to hear all about your concerns, your quandaries, what I can do to help.
Well, thank you. I thought we'd start off with a tour on the buckboards, and then we'll stop by our famous hot springs. They've become quite the tourist destination.
Outstanding. I'm prepared to be inspired.
Right this way, Governor. You're riding with me.
Oh, Edwin, how about one of me and the Mountie here, and the dog?
Of course, sir.
Okay, here, boy.
He's not really good on
Here,
commit.
boy. Good boy.
Scout.
Eddie's Mountie, well done.
Gentlemen, we should probably get in the wagons. The hot springs? Are you sure? Have you solved your water level problem?
No, leave it to me. I'd like to give the governor a little education. Come on.
We all ready?
Yep.
All right.
Hold on a moment. You mind if I join you?
More the merrier.
Step up, boys.
I think there was some talk like in the past about who would play Lucas' father, and I thought that this actor would play him really well. Like he has the height, like he has the posture, and like it could have like gone well if he plays Lucas' father. Random thought again. But how he obeyed the governor command, and I think by this point, I think Hal just had this love-hate relationship with Nathan. It's funny though. But Bernard, him on the adventure, the trip to the hot spring, and he right behind the governor, and the governor has no idea about Bernard. Yeah, the plan is not working well so far, but at the same time I like it though. It's like adds some suspense to the storyline.
Ready?
Ready? What is this?
This isn't the dress I ordered.
They sent the wrong one. Some woman somewhere is looking perfectly elegant in your mermaid gown.
I'm sorry, I can't wear this.
And you won't.
What am I supposed to do? There isn't time to order a new one.
Fortunately for you, your matron of honor is an expert seamstress.
You really think you can save this?
Well, I will try. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but if ever there were a case for less is more. Oh, goodness.
Maybe this is a bad omen.
No. No, of course it isn't. This is just a mistake. Elizabeth?
There's just so much going on. The town and the water and the wedding in the middle of it all. It's normal to get the jitters, isn't it?
Sure it is. Are you having doubts?
No. Just about the dress.
That doesn't look good. But at the same time, that the writers showrunner fault because they want this to happen. But yeah, like, okay, it's a bad thing to have a dress like that is not the same one that you order and time is running out. Like, I get that, but I think it shouldn't affect Elizabeth to the point that she wants to give up on Lucas, you know? And Rosemary's starting to pick up more and more that Elizabeth is having doubts, but Elizabeth is afraid to say it out loud, tell Rosemary. Because one, she is engaged to Lucas, and if she is falling for a different man at the same time that she is engaged to Lucas, it's already looked bad on her character, on her integrity, and she is not faithful to Lucas. I'm just gonna say it as it is. But yeah, it sucks. Her dress is not the right one. But it's just, Elizabeth, like, what are you waiting for? Like, you need to figure your crap out.
Well, this looks like it's coming along.
Well, we're just getting started.
Florence. Oh, yes. These are for you.
Oh, pick a dress. And don't worry, we won't be offended. You can either pick bold and dynamic or pastel and mild.
All right.
You'll know which is which.
Well, thank you. I don't know how I could pick just one. Well, I'll help you choose.
Oh, do you happen to have an extra? Oh, and I need a dress too. I was gonna skip the ball. I've just been working so hard. I have nothing to wear.
No, you have to come.
I'd love to borrow one as well.
Oh, we have enough for everyone.
Well, where should we try them on?
How about the salon?
Oh, excellent. Perfect.
Let's go.
We should have a boutique seamstress store, dressmaker store back on Main Street of Hope Valley. Yeah, it's really nice of Elizabeth and Rosemary doing that for the other ladies. The ball planning is going really well. Really actually excited to see what everyone is going to wear, especially Lucas. I don't really care about Elizabeth anymore by this point. I'm Team Lucas now. Like, just him, you know? Like, just him. But yeah, I have nothing else to say. But I just love the support that these ladies give to each other. Community support and just giving helping hands when someone needs help. Teamwork. Just being a family at the same time.
And here we are.
Magnificent. What a wonderful gift of nature. Source of refreshment, recreation, and all this in the midst of our beautiful, rugged mountain landscape, the envy of the world. Oh, you can quote me on that.
The water levels are back up. How did Montague swing that?
I don't know. But I bet if we went up to Bill's old land, that trench would be filled in.
What do you want to bet Montague's never going to leave the governor's side?
Yeah, I should go talk to him.
I have a better idea. He's been itching to talk to me all day, I can tell. You two know what to do.
Do we? Know what to do?
Might have underestimated you. How about a word in private? So I know why the water levels have been dropping.
Oh?
Now, I'm not trying to catch you in the act. I'm simply hoping I can change your mind.
Of course.
This town is special. And I know from the outside, it appears like one part of the bigger picture, a source of water for the big city. But you spend time here, so surely you can appreciate that.
That's what I love about a small town. You make everything so simple. What you fail to understand, however, is that I am a big city man. And I see things for what they can be.
Governor, I must insist that we keep moving. We're on a very tight schedule, sir.
Oh, where next?
Well, we have a tour planned of my mill, Coulter Lumber, biggest employer in the valley.
Excellent. Jobs, jobs, jobs. That's what I'm forever talking about.
That's what I'm always saying, too. Opportunity and prosperity.
Okay, well, we should hurry.
Yeah.
So there's no way you'll reconsider.
I don't think so, my friend. I suppose you're going to tell all this to the governor now? Make your plea?
Isn't that why you invited yourself along? To stop me?
Oh, aren't you clever?
Thank you kindly.
I love Lucas. That's freaking awesome. I mean, wow. I mean, that's a lot of confidence and a lot of, yeah, just a bold confidence that Lucas has in him. That he literally asked to talk to Bernard and in private and basically like confronted him. Like, Bernard could have a gun with him or a weapon, you know, but you know, they were being gentlemen and in a nice way argue with each other. But yeah, Bernard is not giving it. He's not stepping away from Hope Valley and the surrounding towns. He's a big city guy, so he has a big plan up in his sleeves, and that could potentially hurt Hope Valley, which is not good. But Lucas, I mean, I can totally see him like being a leadership position. Well, he is already managing his hotel or restaurant, right? He has management on his resume. Like, he knows how to run a business, and I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up in a higher leadership position someday, whether with the governor or being a mayor. But just also love how Lucas loves Hope Valley. He can sense, he can feel the love and admiration that he had for Hope Valley, and Hope Valley changed him in a good way, and he found love with Elizabeth. Like, please let it be Lucas and Elizabeth. But anyway, he found love with Elizabeth, and he fell in love with the town, and he traveled a lot before Hope Valley, right? He lived a very solo, adventurous life, and he is a city guy too, but he settled down really well in Hope Valley, and hearing that from him, you know, how Hope Valley is so special and unique, it's actually touched my heart, because it just shows the journey of Lucas ever since he stepped into Hope Valley. Lee and Nathan, really funny. They were like, what kind of plan? But they knew it. You know, they were smart. So that was a good move by Lucas. Like, he really came up with a plan and just you know, confronted Bernard while Lee and Nathan took the governor away.
I'll do everyone's hair on the house, okay?
Great. Yes, thank you.
Everyone's makeup looks beautiful, May.
You know, at first, I thought this would be a disaster, but I think it brought everyone together.
Why does it seem like every time there's a big event like this, everyone couples up?
Societal pressure.
Well, I don't have a date, and I don't want one.
Me neither.
Why don't we all go together as a group? Seeing as none of us have dates.
Unless you were hoping.
For Mike? No. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes men need a hint.
I have an idea. Have a seat. You're next.
May did change, though. I think the biggest change in her was the type of guy that she is chasing after. She basically gave up on Nathan, and I think the big reason was because she didn't want to be involved. She never actually said out loud to Faith about May's feelings for Nathan. If it did happen, you know, it would have been a disaster. It could have ruined the friendship between May and Faith. Basically, two good friends fighting over the same man. Like, it wouldn't be a great situation to be in. Yeah, I think May basically gave up on Nathan, and then Mike came along. there was some mention about May, she changed into a different person in season 10. I don't really see any drastic change in her except for her love life. But it would have been nice if she didn't give up on Nathan and tried to see if there is a chance, after Faith turned him down. Like, it would have been a great open door for May to take a chance for Nathan. But we didn't go down that road again, unfortunately. So now it's just Mike and May, which is really interesting. I don't have a problem with Mike. He's a nice guy, and May is really sweet too. So whatever happens between them happens. But yeah, Fiona, really nice of her to do everyone's hair, and May did everyone makeup, getting ready for the ball. Faith and Fiona are very independent, and again, I feel like Fiona will be the last one to get married. I think Faith and then Fiona last. That's my guess.
Good morning, sir. How can I help you?
Looking for a guest that may be staying with you. The name is Madeline St. John.
Let me check for you, sir. I'm sorry, I'm not seeing anyone by that name.
Thank you.
Judge Avery?
Jamie,
What are you doing here?
I was about to ask you the same question.
Mother says we have to stay here for a while. I don't like it here. I miss Hope Valley.
Jamie, where is your mother?
Bill.
Hello, Madeline.
Oh, snap. Okay, so it is happening. So Bill did want to see Madeline and Jamie, and thankfully he found them. Yeah, now I'm really intrigued what they're gonna talk about. Random note, you see the front desk, like, he had like a big journal of every guest name and room number, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, that looks so old compared to today's time when you check in at a hotel, it's on a computer, or even if like you check in with your mobile app, by yourself, like you check yourself in. Just crazy how much technology changed over the years.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but we needed to get you away from Mr. Montague.
Oh, why is that?
There is a plot afoot to try and steal the water from this valley.
What?
It's true. We have evidence. We can show you blueprints, maps. Montague's company, Union City Holdings, has been buying land and secretly building a series of aqueducts.
Succeed, Hope Valley and the neighboring towns will be turned into a desert.
Well, that sounds positively criminal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, we were hoping you'd see it that way.
Well, gentlemen, such an outrage will not stand. Not so long as I'm governor of this territory.
Good. Glad to hear it.
All right. Yep.
The plan is working so far, so really, really good. The governor now knows what's really going on. Yeah, he seemed to be a nice governor, so yeah, so far so good.
Well, isn't this a pleasant surprise?
Why are you here and not Union City?
We were on our way back to Hope Valley, and we heard good things about Buxton.
I know you weren't planning on coming back, and I know you didn't file the deed to my land.
Bill, I can explain.
After you left, a man named Bernhard Montague arrived. He said he was your fiancé.
Bill, Montague was my Sebastian's business partner. Nothing more. And a despicable one at that. My late husband was a gambler. And when he died, he left us penniless and deeply in debt. All that's left is a small trust. And Montague is the sole executor. And he's holding it hostage. Unless I agreed to go to Hope Valley and buy some land with a creek. I thought it was harmless, but I should know nothing with Montague ever is.
You know why he wanted it? My land. He works for Union City Holding. He wanted my land to divert the water, all of it.
He told me no one would get hurt.
Well, he lied. Why didn't you file the deed?
I couldn't do that to you. And it's the only leverage I have. Montague still won't release the trust. Bill, all I can think about right now is Jamie. Montague could destroy my reputation so that I'm never welcome back in Philadelphia, and without that trust, how am I supposed to keep a roof over our heads? Please promise me that you won't tell anyone where we are until I figure this out. Without that deed, Jamie and I have nothing.
I think you have more than you know. Take care, Madeline.
Well, that was really deep. It looks like Madeline and Jamie are not coming back to Hope Valley. It's good to hear her side of the story, but I think for Bill, like, it really hurts him, you know? Madeline and Bill, they were just doing fine, but she was basically lying to him. She kept a secret from him, and then she left Hope Valley without telling him the truth of what's really going on. And thankfully he found them at this inn in Buxton, and Madeline was able to tell Bill a bit more about how this happened and why she left Hope Valley. Yeah, so basically it's a closure for Bill. The way he left her, he had enough with Madeline, and unfortunately Madeline is in this situation with her son Jamie, and she needs to protect her kid. I totally feel for her, but at the same time, I think she should have been honest with Bill from the beginning. But then again, they just met. But I think if she really respect Bill as a new friend, and knowing Bill, like his position in Hope Valley, especially him being a judge, I think she should have told him the truth, but she didn't, and unfortunately it led to a heartbreak for Bill.
Success?
He has seen the light.
Yes, he has. Well done, gentlemen.
Yes.
Well done.
Thanks.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Cheers.
Oh, you're on duty.
Looks great in here.
Yeah. Well, you know, we're gonna have 100 people in here in a couple hours.
I gotta get ready.
Mike, have you talked to May?
It's too late. And what if she says no? Usually when I'm sweet on someone, she'd rather be friends.
Well, I think that just means you haven't found the right person yet. You still have 2 hours left. Plenty of time. Anything can happen.
We have to get ready for tonight. Oh, come on, we can spare a couple minutes.
Here's your chance. You can do this.
Have a seat. We'll go find Hickam. Lucas. Where's Mike?
Where's Mike? Mike is around here somewhere. Good luck.
That was so cute. Mike got so nervous. But I love what Lucas said. I mean, that's wisdom. Like, you haven't found the right person yet if, you know, someone doesn't take you seriously as a boyfriend, you know? I guess a lot of ladies took advantage of Mike's friendliness and sweetness, like the sweet nature of Mike. Like, most ladies just, you know, take it as a fun way, but not in a romantic way. So I love when Lucas said you just haven't found the right woman yet. May looked so cute. I was like a little bit giddy. I was like, okay, let's see how tonight goes between Mike and May. Almost forgot. The three wise men, Lucas, Lee, and Nathan, they accomplished the plan. They were able to tell the governor what's going on. And it was actually funny though. Nathan was about to drink, and he was still in his work uniform on duty. So that was a funny classic moment right there.
Not quite a mermaid.
More like a giant puffball.
Drowning in whipped cream.
This doesn't feel like me at all.
Because it's not. So just put that out of your mind. I can whip this pile of ruffles and flounce into shape. Consider it clay, to be molded into stunning and bold, yet dignified. And reserved. Perfection. A woman of honor, not one of silliness and tool. I'll go get my scissors right now.
Thank you.
Oh, no. Hi. No, avert your eyes.
Oh, sorry. It's fine. They sent their own dress.
I think you look great.
If you like meringue, which we don't.
Is everything all right?
Oh yeah. Looks like the plan worked. The governor said he's gonna cancel the water contract.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now we can all enjoy the ball. The ball. We must get ready. Shoo. Mustn't dawdle.
What time can Allie come over?
7:30.
7:30.
That was torture for me. We're gonna stop it here, and we will pick up on the second half in the next video. Like, the writers really driving me crazy. Like, episode 10, I'm like, oh boy. Horrible dress. It's definitely not Elizabeth dress. I think she wanted to be a mermaid shape for her dress. So yeah, it's just not working out for her in that department. But once Nathan knocked on the door and really Rosemary, like, really Nathan, like, why do you it's just like how it happened. It's like, it drive me insane. Of course Nathan hid up in that phase, and Elizabeth too, and like, the both of them like are in cloud 9, and I'm just like, okay, like, it's so obvious now. Yeah, and he had to compliment Elizabeth in that dress, even though that's not the right dress, and I'm just like, I'm wondering if she's gonna change the mermaid themed dress to a different type of dress if she end up with Nathan, because now Nathan sees the dress, like, like, random thought again. Sorry, it just, I can't believe this happened. Like, we had enough, like, Team Lucas, like, we had enough of Nathan and Elizabeth moments, and now they had to bring this in. Yeah. It's like one of those, like, moments where, like, you look at that person that you're falling for, and you just, like, you want that person, but you cannot have that person because that person is engaged to someone else. That's how I felt, and I'm just like, this is so wrong. And Elizabeth looked into the mirror after Rosemary and Nathan left, and she was fiddling with her engagement ring, and she is freaking confused. I don't think she is not confused. I think she just doesn't want to confess and admit to the fact that she wants to be with Nathan, and she doesn't want to say it out loud, and then it will be true. Like, it will be out there into the world, and Lucas will hear it, and she's gonna get his heart broken, for sure. Like, this is, like, so messed up. Like, really, Nathan? Like, you really had to come over, like, at this time. I know he did know she had her wedding dress on, but it's like, still, I blame it on the writers and whoever planned this. But I'm gonna stop it here. Yeah, I'm like really mad right now. to be honest. But we'll pick up on the second half of episode 10. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.